Welcome to Kilo Talk, and my name is Achafu Marvelous, and this is Breaking News Special, where we have been on a story about Zamani and Phil, a keto case. They are popular prankster Zamani and Phil. Phil accused Zamani of stealing his property. We've been trying to just unfold the story, unwrap the story little by little, get evidence, get investigative journalism special. And the latest is that I've been able to reach out, I've been able to contact Zamani. You guys will hear on this video now, we'll play the conversation I had with Zamani. It was very short, but I kept on receiving calls in between, and it was just very, very short.
Yes, that day, my phone lost. For that area, my phone lost. They took my phone.
They took your phone?
Wow. My court boys. You know, say court, Benin, court is also Benin where we're not. I know that place. So, you know what them do? I don't know that I feel don't want to down. They go freeze my account. I'm not saying withdraw money. They go put police reports as in theft from my account. So I'm not saying withdraw money. What you make you just do is say the laptop and the iPad. You see, they will just go sell and take and buy new phone. I have the part. But me don't know why they go freeze my account. Money I get for that account not reach you, but not reach you. Laptop and the iPad, but they go freeze the account. I get close to 59,000 for the account. They go freeze them. When I reach bank. Now one of my friends for bank wants to be for bank. They didn't say me I get connection for everywhere. I want to be for bank and give my account number. Now he tell me say they put police report on my account say meet first invaluable properties. If I not return, I think so. If I go back now, me bank delay me, the call police can arrest me.
Wahala.
And now for me to leave the account with that one, don't leave the account. Now make the money go. I'm waiting me go do. Waiting me go do. Waiting me. The phone I have here is not good for Zoom. This one is my small phone.
Okay, no problem. So no worry, maybe we talk here. No worry. So
this one is a small address phone.
Okay, no problem. Because even if I small phone, I don't need the sometimes maybe a voice call. But don't worry, this one should do.
Okay, voice call we do. You record it.
Yes, voice over call for Zoom. Yes, if you do voice call, you don't need video.
Okay, I could download the Zoom for this small phone.
When you can connect, don't switch off your video. Can't leave only your audio on.
I not get data for this one. I not get money.
Because the man, see, if you do this case halfway, now only they try to defend you. Nobody say I don't even want defend because when people they talk like defend, I start when they defend you. Now only when they give you fair hearing and all the hits, you don't go our YouTube channel.
No, I never go. What is that
go
for
there, go see comments. Now only we even somebody still praise us. Now only when they investigate, they try and give you fair hearing. Because if you go watch our video, maybe you know they watch our videos. If they watch our videos, you go hold us to value. Now somebody they talk say, why would they do video for people who don't even value us? I say even myself think I say you supposed to hold us, you supposed to give us heavy information. Now only we won't give you fair hearing. Now only we want you tell me I show you Keto Diary when they enter my DM. I mean I show you Oyas. You know Oyas not do video because of us. Cut him erase the name, so that fake pastor, he wash him. He don't do video for us. He say we are lame. So that we defend Keto.
Lame podcast. Say na be lame podcast. I see that one.
That was it. He saw that video for Tim erase alone. Tim erase alone. Now he says, so that one a fake pastor with that idiot. He say because they Canada. Now my own is very soon because of which I do.
Yeah, Oyas they Ghana.
I don't even know what on.
You know, say me don't fuck Oyas. I don't top on.
You don't top on.
I don't top Oyas for Benin. Oyas from Benin. I don't know one man. Oyas are rag. You know, speak quiet for the issue. You know, vexed for the issue. Not be feel. It's also Oyas come and say, Zamani, what's up? I explain give Oyas. Oyas tell me say, Zamani, return those things to feel. I will gladly do it. I will do it. I'm not going to think so you understand because now you tell me to make I do. I think I want kind of respect for her. But as you can do that, you never come and say, see how far. You not find me. You understand? And if they do something, so that means all those kids who doing the post for his status, they not be truth. So they're not lie. So now I can go post on my friend when Larry Sam will sit down on a keto. People will see for I see where we I don't miss who would not do stuff tire as in people see not the keto now you have to go post because you know before Koyas.
Wow. So anybody who knows before Koyas now you have to put them as keto.
As if you just make Koyas do me this thing. Again one time we have to post my video for in Twitter. I can't call and make you remove one. Post it for Twitter account. I think make you remove one fast as I see so I can't mend down. So that it's now I get people do me this we do so. I get to do this with you. That it. I get to do this with you. So you know how many people they call me? As in, my phone is ringing. As in, I don't want to trust anybody anymore again, you understand?
No future, but see, the only way where you think.
I will also play a clip whereby, luckily for me, I was able to get the number of Phil, and I called Phil, and he and Phil barely even spoke for a minute before he told me he had to book something, and he has not given me a call back. I've not gotten a call back. But hopefully, I think maybe I might get a call before this episode ends or before it runs out. If I don't get a call, I'll let you guys know. If I get a call, I'll let you guys know. But I just want to put it out there that if Phil doesn't respond, we might have to just keep continuing this case without the phone side of the story, because it will be played on this video that it's evidence that I reached out to him. He didn't give me much. He just said, "Oh, I will call you back later," and that was just it.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. I saw a missed call from this number.
Yeah, this is Marvelous. This is the host of Q Talk.
This is the host of what?
Of Q Talk.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen any of our episodes, but
No, I haven't.
okay. Maybe after
Behind
I
that car there.
You said?
I wasn't talking to you. I'm listening to you, please.
Okay. So Zamani came to us. We've been sort of trending. That we and Oya. So Zamani came to us and told us about his keto case. That
sorry, hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
Yeah.
Let me call you back. I need to pay for a ride. I'll call you back.
Okay, no problem.
You guys will get the recording because we have face picture, and we do not want to. The reason why I'm holding on of not posting our pictures because we don't know if it's out yet, and we don't want to seem like we are very, very professional. Anything we do, but professional. And professional people ask for. We let people say their own side of the story first. We let people.
When did you have Phil's picture that you've been holding? When did you have Phil's picture that you've been holding?
Picture. We have this picture.
I don't have this picture. You have this picture.
Don't worry. I will show you the picture. I just had the picture.
Why did you release it to us so we put it from day one? Who cares if it's out or not? If he could go to JP Crime Fighter and he could call out Zamani, he should be ready for the consequences that comes with everything. Before you make me speak rubbish English, you should be ready for the consequences.
So me, I just know. I wanted to be honest. I said I want to give him a fair hearing. That's the reason why I've not posted the picture.
Withholding his picture is not going to not give him a fair hearing or not. You're getting my point. So Zamani's picture is already. Did they waste any time before they put Zamani's picture out? So why, on the contrary, are we holding his picture? You are holding his picture, not us. So go on.
Okay, let me just say that me, I'm holding this picture because that's the reason to show you how far I want to be fair. But if Phil does not respond, Phil, I will put your picture out there. I'll continue running the story. Without you, the story will run. I will get all sides.
Even if he does not respond, his picture will be on today's poster.
Wahala. So Chimerese said I will put your picture. I'm not the one that's going to put your picture, but Chimerese said that he will put your picture.
We are Q Talks. We are putting your picture out there. We are going to be fair. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. Both.
So my producer has spoken. So that's just it. But not to deviate. What we're trying to say is that please, we want all sides of the story. Forget all the rubbish. Today we're going to address everything they said. From Oya saying that Chimerese is a fake pastor because he refused to come on your comedy show. Your comedy center, you call that crime fighting. That's a comedy show. When you come and say, banish, 3 bills are for head, and you expect Chimerese, and because Chimerese was even actually busy. And then it was not even on Q Talk. It was not even on Q Talk. When you guys had that conversation, and because of that, you call him out, you say he's a fake pastor, it's this and that. It shows the kind of length Oya is going to. And it's even funny that Zamani has even talked to you. Zamani said that he talked to you, and because of the clash you guys had, he posted his phone on your Twitter handle, because people have even complained of that you post people's phone on their Twitter handle to gain followers, to gain what's the word? To gain traffic. You post their phone without their consent. Just go and post their phone. And when tackle you, or when they call you out, you now go and label them Kitu. Or when people sleep with you, they refuse to sleep with you. So when people refuse to sleep with you, you want them to sleep with you, they refuse to sleep with you. You call them out and say that, oh, they are Kitus. JP Crime Fighter, I will say it again, I will say it. Yeah, I'm someone that always says, I am not against. See, you are doing a good job. You started well, but now you are doing it the wrong way. Trying to bash anybody that calls you to account, you just go and label them, they are Kitoris, they are fools, they are animals. How can they question you? You the oracle, you the this. Even checking Chimereze, saying that Chimereze is because he thinks he's in Canada. What will you do? What would you do? If anything happens to anybody, if anything happens to Zamani or me, we know who to hold to account. It is you. Because you go about making threats. If you are really a crime fighter, the crime fighters need to make threats. Threatening people's life. You go about trying to just nobody can speak against you, that you are God Almighty. Even Jesus was questioned, but you portray yourself as nobody, that person that cannot be questioned. Chimereze, we'll just say your own side of the story, because much of this has to do with you. Let me just leave you to say all your.
For me, I'm a very learned person, and when I speak, I just go straight to the point. So I don't run a market woman organization. There's a pure difference between class and illiteracy. First and foremost, I watched JP's video. I was live when he was going through, and he said he called me on JP Crime Fighter, and he asked me to come preach to Kitos. And when he reached out to me, I told him I'll pray about it. Any sensible person, you give a person an invitation, the person doesn't just jump and say, yes, I'll be there. The person has to take time, has to prepare a message and to be there. So JP Crime Fighter never reached back to me. So based on that note, I thought, okay, maybe he didn't want me no longer, because like by then I didn't have we didn't have Q talk, right? And then I became so busy with everything I was doing consigning my papers and stuff like that. So I had a lot on my table when JP Crime Fighter asked me at that time. And even after like a long time, because that should be sometime last year, after time had gone, I reached out to JP and said, hey, JP, how are you doing? Do you still want us to work together now? The platform, I know the other one didn't work out. You're getting. JP could have said, oh, you did not come, oh, when I called you to come on JP Crime Fighter, you know, so that, Kukuma Jari, I know that you are angry, I'm angry, and I said, okay, sorry, oh, that I didn't come, oh, how can I make it up? JP Crime Fighter just acted as if everything was cool with us. You're getting? He acted like a serpent, as if everything was okay. Only for me to ask him, and he did not come, and he says he needed money for that episode. He was like, money will come out. I'm like, what? When you called me to come preach on your platform, I never asked you for money. Now I'm asking you on a serious case where a life was taken, a case where we save other people from being killed, and you are asking for money. That one did not stop me. We didn't call him out on that one. Far from that, JP Crime Fighter makes it seem as if he's the only one in the community that has been killed. Everybody has a killed story. You jumped out from 2-story building. I ran out from where they almost stabbed me. Everybody has a killed story. But we don't make ourselves demigods or lords because of the things we go. We don't become those things. You're getting, we look far beyond those things we've experienced so that we can treat other people better. And the only reason we call that JP Crime Fighter again is because of the method you're using to address these cases. That is the only thing. So if you're a very, very reasonable person, because I don't believe that I made friends with a senseless person. If you're a very reasonable person, I think right now what you should do is to go back to your method and say, okay, this thing they are saying, no, I don't like them, oh, they didn't say it well, oh, but Kokoma Jare, go back and restep your method, rechange it, create it, make something new. Don't use porn to be generating traffic on your page, because very soon you'll be sued. You'll be sued for using people's porn. Porn you will not even pay for to be generating traffic. So that's the only thing. And far from that, you can call me anything you want to call me, fake pastor, whatever. The thing is that at the end of the whole day, I don't abuse people. At the end of the whole day, I don't make unfair judgment. At the end of the whole day, I can sleep comfortable in my bed knowing that I've not wronged somebody. JP, can you sleep comfortable? All the people you've called as keto, are they truly keto? You and I know. In short, the comments say, let's have this conversation. It's not like I'm preaching. Let's have this conversation. If you check the comment, people are talking. They are saying you've been asking them for sex for a fair judgment. Ha! JP! Hey!
Wahala.
What did we see in this community? So I'm pretty sure that Zamani refused to give you sex. That is why you are all... Some actually one
Zamani,
person even said he had a disease. Somebody says he has a disease. Somebody says he has a disease. And JP, the community is speaking. When the community speak, please, you need to restrict your step. That's all I have to say. For concerning Zamani and all the things about Zamani, I want you guys to know that JP Crime Fighter and Phil went and took this step to another area by involving the police. So right now we get police case with this guy Zamani. They even went ahead to freeze his account. And I am pretty sure the people that stole Zamani's phones, the cultists that targeted Zamani, are still from you, JP Crime Fighter.
Breaking news. JP Crime Fighter just sent me a message. Just now. He said that, get your evidence, see you soon. I don't know what that means, but you guys see. You will see this screenshot. This might even make us even speed the uploading of this episode, because this looks very hot. Because he just sent me a message now that get your evidence, see you soon. And I will respond and I will screenshot. So I will put it on this episode. You guys will see it. But we are very much ready. We will not be intimidated. I will say it out there again. We will not be intimidated. We will not be blackmailed into asking for a fair hearing.
No bullying. Nobody can bully me. I don't know about Marvelous, but for me, nobody will bully me.
That one, I'm ready for it.
What I said.
I'm the one that is even representing Q. Because you are representing Q Talk over there in Canada. Me, I'm here in Nigeria. Yes. So I'm ready. If they need any court case, I will come for a court case and tell them that you should JP Crime Fighter should get self-ready. Any evidence, anything we said on our show, we have evidence for it. Somebody actually said it. And the one that he said that he asked, there's a screenshot of it. If they need it,
yes, JP Crime Fighter has been accused of sexually harassing people in the community.
See, please, I think you need to put that screenshot where he asked us there is money involved for that. I think maybe that's
the screenshot is still on my phone. He said money will come out from that show. Yes, I have it. It's gonna be right here on the screen. So you guys should watch out from that screenshot. You will see it. Our evidence is with us. JP Crime Fighter has not been doing a good in short. JP Crime Fighter knew the community had problems, tried to pretend as if he wanted to bring solution to the problem, but created more problem. Because from somebody to say that JP Crime Fighter, has been acting for sex and had the disease. So it means that JP Crime Fighter, in other words, have been, sending some sexually transmitted diseases according to that statement, so not according to me, so that it's not like it's for my own end. You're getting all those things the community members are saying are things we should listen to and are things we should put into consideration. Because at the end of the whole day, we are fighting and speaking out for the community. That's for me, Mr. Achafo. Mr. Achafo? Can you unmute yourself, please?
Sorry about that, Jerry. I was checking comments. Somebody sent me something. People have been sending me something, but don't worry. Like what I said again, we will not be blackmailed. We will not be intimidated. Continue to speak truth to power. We don't care who you are. Like any NGO, any organization, we don't do more of calling people out. But we are ready to call people out.
One thing I can say on our platform is that we've not bullied anybody. Journalism is not about bullying people. JP Crime Fighter has been bullying us, threatening us, insulting us, and this has to stop. Because at the end of the whole day, everybody has the freedom of speech. That is one thing the community needs to understand. Everybody has this freedom of speech, and even in the law court, you are innocent until proven guilty. So you have not been proving that Zamani is a criminal. You went ahead and stamped him a criminal, called him a criminal, and now not only that, you are even using illegal ways to hunt him, sending cultists against him, and going to the police without even an approval. Why is going to the police? If you wanted to take the case, the first place you should go to is to the law court, not to the police. Invite him to the law court so that Kukuma, you and Philo, because by the time you people go to court, let me just be honest, by the time the case go to court, both Philo and Zamani, we still have a question to answer. Because at the end of the whole day, you're involving the police who already see this community as a crime community, and you're handing your fellow community members to the people who consider this community a criminal community. How does that portray? How does that portray any true activism in our community? If we are becoming the downfall of our own community. No, let's be honest. If we are the ones throwing our own community members into the pit, then what are we talking about? What are we preaching about? What are we fighting about? You throw him, okay, at the end of the day, yes, Zamani agreed he stole those things, but you don't want to look at the circumstances that surrounded him taking those things. Is that a fair hearing? Apart from that, yes, he has stolen those things. So what do you want? You want to use the same jungle justice. Because that's why JP Crime Fighter blocked me from Twitter. He blocked me from Twitter because he had a video of some boys who were burnt alive in Onitsha. They were burnt to death alive in Onitsha. And JP Crime Fighter was rejoicing over the jungle justice that was perpetrated against those two people burnt in Onitsha. What kind of activism is that? To be honest, let's be real. How can you rejoice in your fellow community member or your fellow man or your fellow human being being burnt to death? JP Crime Fighter. How do you sleep at night? To be honest, and you blocked me because I said they do not deserve that kind of death. Nobody deserves to be burnt alive, no matter what they have committed. Left alone, if JP Crime Fighter was to handle this Zamani's case, we can see the kind of justice JP Crime Fighter would have brought, a justice of death. If you leave JP Crime Fighter will want to burn Zamani alive and all who support him. That is not the kind of leadership. That is not the type of activism we want in our community. And we must say no to this kind of barbaric, ancient, and stupid type of activism. It must end.
And just to add to it finally, because I want to make this episode as short as possible, because the next one will be for me to respond. I wanted to respond to JP now. I said, maybe I would have responded. By the time this episode aired, I would have responded. So in the next episode, you guys will see what actually transpired. Because when he said, see you soon, prepare your evidence, see you soon. Are you coming with boys? Are you coming with cultists? Are you coming to threaten me? Are you coming to, for you to say, see me soon? See me soon where? Is that a threat? It really baffles me. And someone here again is even texting me. I can see the text too. That, we should pull off his picture from our YouTube channel. A picture. I will show you. You will be able to show it for the next episode. Someone just saying that we should
but this picture, JP's picture, will remain public on our YouTube.
No, somebody else that came on Q Talk. What's the person's name again? I'll go and check it. That came on Q Talk said we should pull his picture down from Q Talk.
Alert from NTFS for Mac.
That's something we discuss. That's something we discuss after we finish the recording.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said we'll discuss about it. That is something different. But one thing I said again, that if 100 people come, we will not be intimidated. What we asked was for a fair hearing. And what I'm happy about is that I am happy that majority of the comments I'm seeing are towards this too. Like what I said again, I'll continue to say it again. JP Crime Fighter, what Zamani committed, it's not right. To me, I was even call it a crime. I don't know
how to about it. What Zamani did is not good.
It's a crime.
Nobody
it's not good. It's a crime. I would say it's a crime. Many people
what we are
are
saying
faced.
is that even those who commit felony, those who commit crime, look at the United States, look at Canada, those who commit crime are given a lawyer, are given a hearing date, they are listened to, and then there is a judgment passed concerning the circumstances that surround that
even if you
incident.
killed, yes. Even if you killed, if you are not psychologically okay, you might not get a prison time. You might just go to a correctional center for years and get help. There are things that every case has a way to be resolved.
On this point, JP crime fighter and those that support JP crime fighter, I think you need to rethink again. Because at the end of the whole day, JP, you only know me, and I only know you. You don't know the people behind me. You don't know the people, I don't know the people behind you. So don't clash. Let us just allow bygones be bygones. Let us just say, okay, you made a mistake, correct your mistake. But if you begin to threaten everybody, you will meet your macho. Not everybody is water. Not all waters are rivers. Some are oceans. Because it is water doesn't mean it can't drown you.
Oh my God, that's just, so we don't make this episode long, but like finally I would say it again. What we want to be resolved is that I've told Zamani, even the recording will play the beginning of the video, he has it there. I told Zamani, what I want is for you to return this guy's laptop and for this guy to give you some form of compensation or something, just to at least, okay, I know an apology, even if he means it or not, let him just give you the apology and compensate you. And let's just make all these bygones be bygones. And you know the funny thing, they said even this is not his first time. He has had a particular case before too that ended up in court. And they said that even that's what made his mother know that he was a queer person.
Listening to your voice note, I wanted to be sure that it was the field I also know. That's why I haven't commented on this matter since. I'm not supporting Zamani, what he did, which is very wrong. But I also have to say, honestly speaking, Phil deserved it because not that he deserved being stolen from, but exactly what Zamani said, his attitude, the way he is a sex freak and all that stuff. I'm so happy I have not had sex with him. But yeah, he dated my best friend, one of my closest friends at the time, and that relationship has been the most toxic, ear-piercing, harmful relationship I've ever encountered or had the chance of knowing in a TB relationship in all my life. One of the most toxic I've ever seen. And this my friend, I'm not taking this side because I knew Phil before I knew my friend before Phil, but when I introduced Phil to my friend, they went to date each other and everything that I didn't even know until when the thing started unfolding and the whole back and forth, the whole emotional trauma and everything. What Zamani is, yes, I agree with you on the Phil is not the person that goes on back on his own. If he says he's going to pay you for something, he will pay you based on what you agree. You must have an agreement before Phil decides to sue you. That is very true about Phil. He's babyish. He can be very babyish, but the way he talks, he says that people think he's rude, but sometimes that's just the way he talks. Yes, that's very true. But also speaking, Phil is the type of person that he won't want to see you having fun with somebody else. I don't know. It's like what Zamani said about him getting angry that he went to see someone or he's with another friend. That is very Phil. Like he's very handsy. He gets jealous, especially when he doesn't have you to himself. But he can also have sex with other people in your front without him feeling like he's doing something wrong, whether he has any commitment to you or not. But you cannot do that to him. As in, I don't know. If Zamani can visit Phil and Phil is entitled to her, Phil decides to have sex with Zamani's friend. Based on he ordered Zamani to be, he was jealous that Zamani is chatting with his friend and he decided to have sex with his friend. And if Zamani did the same, Phil will be angry. Phil can actually do that, send him out of the house. Phil is that temperamental. I have known Phil for years. So I am not surprised I'm actually not surprised, but I'm actually surprised that this could happen to him. But I am not surprised that it actually happened because to me it was bound to happen. Not like this. I wanted to be a keto story, but luckily God is on the side that it's not a keto story. Honestly. And I would tell him to his face because before he left for Abuja recently, me and him spoke and we tried to speak honestly. And I feel
testimony that comes from this said Phil of a person from the community is a bad testimonial. His name is ringing a lot of bell because if you listen to some of the recordings we are going to play before or after this recording, you're going to see what people have to say about you, Phil. I feel this time around you should need to nobody's innocent, but you need to start retracing your steps. Because this is a bad image to your name. This is the second case that is coming to you. So those who are even supporting JP Crime Fighter, and if you look at, you need to check the person, the Phil you are supporting and the testimony behind that person you're supporting. Because at the end of the whole day, Zamani, this is the first time we're hearing Zamani is stealing, but this is not the first time that Phil has committed an offense. So that shows you the kind of person we are dealing with in this matter. Secondly, if Phil can go to the extent of having courties and going to the police, freezing people's account and threatening people, damn, if you're threatening people, then I feel there is something wrong with you. Because why will you threaten me or threaten Marvelous or threaten Curator? We have not done anything but speak the truth. And the truth they say is bitter. So there is something you are trying to cover up, and there is an intent that you wanted to have, or an intent you expected to happen that didn't happen. And you expected the whole community to crucify Zamani, but what you expected is not what is happening, because at the end of the whole day, we still have sensible, reasonable people that look far beyond what you drop on the table. Because you drop something on the table doesn't mean that it's going to be presentable and good for everybody.
So that's just our offering. Let's just keep this episode short so that other episodes will just be giving it small. So you guys should just watch it. Subscribe. Because we're not going to let this case is not going to go until this is resolved. Zamani has to return Phil's property, and Phil has to compensate Zamani. No matter how little it is, he has to be compensated and let this whole case end. And it's like a win-win situation for everybody. And it just shows, this just become an eye-opener to me on the kind of junk journalism that a lot of community members do. And it shows that we have to even keep on, yes, this is not the main purpose. I told somebody that it's very, very bad that the main purpose of Q Talk was to talk about community issues. But now we have even become like investigative journalism, trying to unwrap the what. It shows that a lot of
community issues.
This is
the community issues, because at the end of the whole day, sex and how our sex workers are treated is still community issues. Because at the end of the whole day, you still pay them for sex. And look at how now the community wants to treat its sex workers. So this is an eye-opener to us that even sex workers, you need to be safe. Who knows who's been killing our sex workers? It's been our community members too. Who knows what's been making them commit suicide? It's the things we do. So let's check ourselves.
And thank you. I think we can wrap up with that. That was a brilliant one. There's nothing more to say. But the next episode, I will give you guys the discussion how to take Crime Fighter, everything. I will just make you guys know. So that's our offering on Q Talk for this episode. Tune into I can't say next week because obviously the episode dropping. It's just back to back, but just subscribe. So when the next episode drops, you just be alerted and be notified. And I think I'm happy that YouTube has increased our notification percent. I got an alert on that. That YouTube said that because people are so much interested in our videos, and so they've increased our notification. What was a reminder that it has gone up a little bit by 10%. So I'm really happy. So you guys just subscribe so that you'll be notified when the video drops. So thank you. We still have the live session. That one we promised you guys. We want Phil and Zamani to first be willing to come on the show, because it seems like Phil is not even willing to communicate. And Zamani said that he has not gotten a beta phone yet. But just subscribe. So we'll keep on bringing information as the thing unravels. So thank you so much for watching. Till next episode. See you all later. Peace out.